Hello, bright souls. Thank you for joining me once again, watching another one of my YouTube videos. It is January 31st, 2017, and I've completed one full month of the Triple Power lifestyle. Excuse me, kind of feels like I'm going to lose my voice here. So I just wanted to make an update video. I think it's been a couple of weeks since I've made one, and I wanted to let you know what's been going on with me. So before I get to the results of the blood pressure, sugar, weight, that sort of thing, I wanted to tell you a couple of things sort of like on the downside. So as the days went on, I found that I was getting hungrier and hungrier, and I would end up eating a lot more on Saturday and Sunday than I was eating during the week. So I decided that I just wasn't eating enough calories, especially at breakfast and lunch. The first couple of meals that I consumed during the intermittent fasting. So what I've started doing is tracking my calories using MyFitnessPal, and sometimes I use Chronometer. I actually have both, but I'm trying to sort of divide the calories, like 20% for my breakfast, 20% for my lunch, and then the 60% for dinner. So I haven't perfected that yet, but I'm trying to make sure that I'm eating enough at each meal, so that I don't get so hungry that I end up, just going off the rails at night or on the weekend. And so I started kind of like, I guess binging would be a good word, binging out just on food in general. Like on the weekends, it's like I couldn't fill, and also I had some binges with the not so much with the chocolate, but it was more with the chips, which is like one of my weaknesses. I struggle with that. So the morning after, I consumed more chips than I had planned on, that I had really allowed myself to, or wanted to. My blood sugar readings would be in the 300s. So there's definitely a negative relationship between chips and my blood sugar. And I'm so glad that I realized just how it affects me. So the changes that I've made, again, are the 20-20-60. And also I'm starting to, instead of doing all fruit and then a starch meal, I'm doing fruit for breakfast, and then I'm doing a salad for lunch, and starch for dinner, because I think I wasn't getting enough greens and veggies and basically nutrients. I find like when I eat salads and I eat a lot of veggies, it sort of like reduces my cravings and satisfies me more. So I don't know if it's the nutrient density, or I don't know what it is, but anyway, so I've started, instead of doing fruit and then starch, I've just started doing fruit and then salad and then starch. So we'll see how that does. So the other thing was, when I went off program, when I ate more chips than I felt I should, or I ate more food during the day than I felt I should, I just kind of got down on myself. And so I actually fell into a little bit of a depression, which is probably why I haven't made any videos for like 2 weeks. I really wish that in my mind, going off script or failing to meet my goals didn't cause me to spiral down so much into a depression, and I really want to find a way to resolve that. But that's the pattern that I'm seeing. So I mean, it's been a huge eye-opener. It's been very educational for me. I don't know if it's the food that's triggering the depression, or if it is my guilt, my disappointment for not living up perfectly to my goals, or maybe a combination of both. I'm not really sure, but but I'm definitely, I've been really depressed, and I'm sort of coming out of it now. The other thing was, for about a good year, I've been having some tooth pain, and I was afraid I was going to need a root canal, because that's what my dentist had told me, is if it didn't resolve, they put a crown on, and if the tooth pain didn't resolve, then the next step would be either to have a root canal. And so I've been fighting off this pain and, dealing with it for, I think, close to a year, and I really didn't want to go to the dentist. But I finally did, because it just wasn't going away and I needed to address it. And, they haven't really addressed the root cause, or the problem. Our medical profession says, oh, something's hurting? Okay, we'll take it out. We'll remove it. So you won't feel the pain anymore. So, I'm not altogether happy with that. I wanted to know what was really causing this and fix that. But instead I ended up having a root canal. And because all my life I've been a clencher and a grinder, he said that that's probably the reason why the procedure was so rough on me. He gave me like 4 rounds of numbing injections, because it just wasn't numbing me. And the procedure itself, once I was numb, went fairly good. I mean, it wasn't terrible a long time or anything like that, but all inside of my gums, were bruised, and there's a lot of throbbing afterwards and stuff. So they gave me a couple of different types of pain meds. I'll pause for just a sec here, because I feel like I'm losing my voice and there's a very noisy truck going by. So they gave me a couple of different pain meds, which the first couple of days I was in a lot of pain, so I had to take both of them. And then after that, I only took 2 more days then of just one of the pain meds. But the pain meds tore up my stomach, something awful, and I ended up having a lot of tummy ache, pain, and I even threw up as a result of the meds that I was on. So the last week or so hasn't been really that good for me. But I have not gone back on my meds. I do intend to continue the triple power lifestyle, because I'm satisfied enough with the results. They're not as great as I was hoping for, but I think if I just stay with it longer, and continue to make those tweaks, and continue to have the eye-openers, the education, the realization, I think that, I'll continue to basically perfect it, right? And eventually get to the results that I want. So, without further ado, the weight, my weight is now 219 pounds. So while that's a total of 6 pounds lost, which is wonderful, it's emotional, I guess is the best word, because not only am I happy that I lost 6 pounds during the month of January, but 219 is the lowest weight that I've been at in I think close to 20 years. I just turned 46 this month, and I'm gonna start crying. And I haven't seen a number on the scale that low, I think close to 20 years. And that's a really good feeling. This past week I didn't lose anything, so I didn't lose anything further. But again, I think it's the going off script and the feeling sick, and my new tweaks are gonna help that. But I'm not disappointed with the weight loss. I think 6 pounds in a month. I was really hoping for 10, but I'm happy with that. And So my blood sugar is still hanging around 200. So it's not back up to where I started, but it's definitely not what I had hoped to accomplish in a month. I was really hoping to have normal blood sugar, fasting blood sugar readings by the end of the month. So I've got some work to do there. Again, I think it seems that, it seems to take a while to come down when I go off script. So when I had those readings like around like 3:34 the next day after I ate, sort of binged on chips, and chips are salty too, so there's probably some water weight retention there. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not trying to make excuses. I hope it doesn't sound like that. I didn't meet my goal. So, I'm kind of sad, and then I'm kind of happy. It's just really kind of a mixed bag. My blood sugar, so that's my fasting blood sugar. So it's hanging around the 200 range. And then, my blood pressure is still not in the normal range. So what I consider normal is in the 120s over 70s, but where I'd really like it to be is like on average 115 over 65. I think that would be ideal. I don't know why or where I got those numbers from, but that's just what I think would be perfect. And it's still in the 130s over 80s. So I have some work to do there as well. Yeah, I guess so. That's everything that I wanted to say. I'm happy with the results. I didn't quite meet the goals I had set for myself, so I'm going to continue it, and I'm going to continue to work on this triple power lifestyle, because I think the key to my success lies within that. And if you're just joining for the first time, if you're just watching my video for the first time, basically the triple power is I fast between 7 p.m. and 10 or 11 a.m. the next day, and then I eat, this is what I'm currently doing, it's a little bit different than what I started doing. I eat fruit at 10 a.m. I eat salad at 2 p.m. and then I have a starch-based dinner at 6 p.m. So I'm going to stay with that. I'll probably tweak it, perfect it, make some changes as I feel I need to as time goes on. But I'm not going to quit it just yet. I suffered some setbacks, so I'm no stranger to failure when it comes to my weight and to my eating. So certainly these setbacks are what I've experienced my entire journey of about 33 years. I've 34 years ago I went on my first diet, and I joined my first gym at the age of 12. I think my math is right. I turned 46 this January. So I've had a long history of trying different things and failing. And I don't consider this month a failure because I'm happy with the success. I can't believe I'm going to cry. I'm coming out of the depression, and so I'm very emotional right now. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm never going to give up. It doesn't matter if it takes me 60 years. I'm going to continue to try and to do different things. I'm never going to quit. There is an answer out there for me. There is a way. So that's my update. I thank you for spending time with me, and I've been working on some other videos not related to Triple Power, But I've been working on some other videos to help me with my depression, to help me with my goals, to help me with staying positive, that sort of thing. So I'll be making those, and I hope you watch those videos and get something out of them, as you do with all of my videos. Have a fantastic day. Bye.